Hello, I'm Nikki Starr, welcome back to my channel. Today we are building a starter house, which is not something I do very often. Quite often I will build an elaborate house. If I do then want to play The Sims, I will move my sim to an empty lot, cheat them some money, and move them into my elaborate house, which is not the way most people play this game. So what I thought I'd do is an actual starter home. I have moved a sim into this lot and they have 18,500 left. I would like to leave them a little bit of something so they can, eat food. Let's see what we can do. First things first, I'm gonna move you around because you annoy me. We don't need anything huge. So what I'm thinking is, let's say you come in onto like a living room space here, maybe the door's here, living room space, and then this area could be like a kitchen around that bit and like a little bit of a dining space, and then we'll do like a stairwell up there. Oh, I'm already not keeping track of how much I'm spending. Good. Let's take that away. Let's see if we can fit a staircase in there somewhere. I don't want it just to be a box is the thing. I want it to be looking a little bit more interesting. Just put a staircase down first. Or is a ladder's cheaper? 96 versus... Oh, much cheaper. Doing a ladder then. In fact, could we make it like a little loft space? So maybe use some of the new kit. If I did, let's say, this, and then got rid of the floor here. Can I then get rid of this wall? Or have I made this awkward? Oh, if I put up a fence, what's a cheap indoor fence? There aren't very many of them, are there? Okay, bear with me. We'll deal with the style of that later. But then I can remove this floor, which I don't think saves me any money. But then we could put a ladder up here. In fact, we could move this back one. Put a ladder up there, and then like the bedroom section's there. It's kind of like a bit more open. I like that. Can I make the ladder come up to the front of this? No, it has to be kind of flat, so it's going to have to be behind the fence. Oh, that looks weird. Okay. If that's the case, we may as well put it up against the wall. Or in fact, we could do a little bookshelf or some kind of skill area there. Let's get ourselves a cheap wooden floor. Let's go for something nice and bright and white. It will look a little strange from the front, but I'm kind of into it. I swear I don't use anything other than this style of roof anymore. But then what I kind of want to do is a little smaller one just at the front here. For no purpose. Quite like that. So let's get a door. Are these really one of the cheaper end of the doors? I'm up for that. And then we need cheap windows. Oh, those would work. We want kind of big, lots of light coming in here, don't we? So let's get some white. In fact, has this got a white door? Yeah, do some white out the front and just do a couple of big windows down there. And then I like that. Does it look weird if I then didn't do any back windows? Because I kind of don't. I could do a little window up there, but I kind of don't want it. Do that. And then maybe downstairs we do just a few. I'll line those up in a minute. I'm using a lot of budget already. This is my problem. What's the first cheap outdoor we get to? Just plain white. It's just going to be a very modern looking build. And then do the roof styles cost money? No. Okay, I can have whatever I fancy for those. So for roof colour, if we're going modern, I kind of want to... No, it would be weird to have this whole thing be glass, wouldn't it? That could work as glass though, could it? Am I kidding myself? Just a little bit? I'm not doing it. I've talked myself out of it. We're going to go for Old Faithful. I like this one. Trims are also free. I like that. Inside, let's start with the downstairs, shall we? We've got the flooring in. We need some wallpaper. I kind of want to go for some of the basic colours. Where does it start getting more expensive? Doesn't really, does it? The Pure Expressions. What's the difference between the Pure Expressions and the Boldly Brushed? Not enough to pay the extra money for. I just go for white inside too. I feel like we want some lighting in here. So let's grab out some source lights because they're pretty cheap. And we'll do those under the kind of loft area. That'll do. And then I could move these across one. I don't need many of them. And then up the top, let's just stick another couple of... One there, one there. That should do it. So I feel like the thing that I'm going to spend the most on is the kitchen. So let's start with that. Just need a little small kitchenette kind of thing here. I can't bring myself to use the used cabinets. I don't want this to be a grody house. I quite like the feel of it. So what I'd want to do is use these. We are going to use them. And then we'll come back if they are way too expensive and we need to change them out. Actually, it's worth the... Save the money. Let's do that. That can go there. So they can cook plenty of things now. Could do with the hob, but they can work up to that, right? Or we do need a sink. So it does mean they only have one counter space to actually cook in, but that's not the end of the world. I can come back and add some more to that if I want to. Let's do a dining space. Doesn't need to be huge, so we could probably, oh, that does look tacky. This doesn't look as bad. Let's go for glass. And then we just need a couple of cheaper chairs. There we go. Kind of basic looking. Little living room space. Where does the floor come out? There. You know what I think would be kind of nice, and I don't know if I can afford doing it, but like some columns? Would that look weird? Oh, have you got that in white? Like an industrial... Does that look weird? Does that come out the other side of the wall as well? No. Yeah, that looks weird. These might get deleted if I need extra money. But I kind of like the idea of having kind of structural beams there. I don't know why. I might regret that. So let's do the living room space. Now the sectional sofas are going to be deceptively cheap because one section of it is cheap, but it won't be when I start adding them up. You go for this basic love seat, which is, I swear, what I did in all my builds when I did actually play it properly. And then, are you the cheapest TV option? What's the cheapest, like, TV stand? Does that work? If I put that there, can I fit this TV on it? Yeah, we're going to do that because I'm still not convinced what I need in terms of space, but we are going to do a rug because otherwise this place is going to look super boring. Ooh, rugs are more expensive than I need them to be. These are expensive. I just want something like that. We're going to go with it. We shall see in a minute whether it's a terrible idea. And then what I feel like we could get away with here is like a little bookcase, because you do need that when you're starting out. Could just do a shelf and how much are the shelves? I don't feel like I ever pay attention to how much anything is. Oh, I could do you. You're only 20 quid. Why are you 20 quid but toilet paper is like 50? Speaking of, have I given them a bathroom? No, I haven't. Oh, this always happens. Okay, in that case, we're going with this window. This is going to be the bathroom and we're going to scoot you across slightly. And then between these like pillars is going to be where the bathroom is. Why do I always forget to do a bathroom? And then in that case we're going to need a door, which we've been avoiding needing so far. Like, where's the cheapest indoor door that hasn't got glass in it? Because that's awkward. You will do. So then we have a little living room space here. I'm going to put that behind the TV. I realise that that is a dumb thing in reality because you will get glare everywhere. But we're doing it. Give you the same white. Everything's going to be cheap white. And then theoretically we still could put a shelf up there. I'm just not convinced this is the one now. Or maybe it works. If I put that in white. No, you know what? Let's make it even easier on ourselves. I'm pretty sure these books will fit on there. Yeah, so you can use those to do all the books that you need to do. Let's put a skill building item over here instead. Books you can get charisma and stuff from, but we could do like a painting easel. Seems a really weird place for it to be, but it could work. Got a load of empty space over here, so we could put something else down. Let's do the bathroom, because I have no concept of how much a bathroom costs in Sims. So the cheapest toilet is 250. I can deal with that. And then the shower's 300. Bath is 350. So shower it is then. And I kind of don't want the wooden floor anymore. We've got a cheap tile. We've got a cheap tile that looks in any way modern, because this whole thing is quite nice and I don't want to ruin it. We're doing that. And then, yeah, shower. And then we'll do a sink maybe over here. I feel like these days as well, I always build a 2x3 bathroom and then struggle to find a layout that is different to the layout I normally do, and I end up faffing with the door. So you do kind of, I think that opens out that way. I don't think it matters, but it's not the nicest of bathrooms, but it'll do. Has everything you need to play in it, at least. So I am just going to put a second saucer light out here because it just feels really dark in that area. I like it when it's nice and light, maybe too light, some would say. Very, very white going on here. So let's go upstairs and do this area. So what we need is like a nice double bed. Why is that bed over 8,000? I was looking at my number going, there's no reason why beds should be greyed out for me, but they are. In fact, we could get away up here with the used futon kind of concept. How much of a difference is it in energy? Oh, it's not. It's just uncomfortable. I'm going to risk it. We're going to put this in here. I'm going to give one bedside table. I don't think I need two. Just go for a cheap one. I just want something nice on there. There we go. Kind of tempted to do some pampas grass, although I'm not the biggest fan of it. Just to make it feel a little aesthetic up here. Actually, would the easel make more sense up here? Why won't you come up? There you go. Because you can kind of come up. You could probably see out. Oh yeah, you could see out a bit more from up there. Painting from reference from that way is probably a pain in the arse, but theoretically if it was real life you could turn it and... Oh, you know what? We're going to do that. And I kind of want a nice mirror. But I want one of the big leaning ones. But they're expensive, I'm guessing. Oh yeah. Can I get away with saying this is like their indulgence? Because so far we've still got a fair amount of money left. We started with 18, so currently we've spent about 11,000. And it's mostly kitted out. Let's do a little desk space then so that you can have a computer. I'm using what looks very much like a load of IKEA furniture, which I'm not upset about, to be fair. These are always quite nice. Or theoretically, another dining chair from this. It's not the most comfortable thing in the world, but then if you had guests over you could pull that out put the other chair in. I appear to be thinking too practically for this now. And then we can afford a computer. Oh, I really want one of these. I really like this style of typewriter-y kind of thing from the cottage living. I realise it would be massively impractical, but I like it. What are we missing? So kitchen-wise, we could make the kitchen a bit bigger. So we could theoretically put the fridge there, put a counter in the corner, just to give you more space to work on. So if they put a plate down, it's not that no one can cook then. We could do that, and then that means theoretically we could put that in the corner, and we could give them a hob, because then I feel like they can cook everything now. They've got a TV, got a bathroom. I feel like the only thing we could add maybe is decoration, and then we could try something on the outside, but I don't know how much. I feel like this is going to cost me the most, isn't it? I kind of want to put something on the plant-wise on the table. I do like these. We'll do that. And then I feel like we can get away with a big plant somewhere, so either in this corner or maybe even just over here. Oh, we need a bin in the kitchen. I always forget a bin in the kitchen. So we could just theoretically stick that one down there. Have we got an outside bin? No, let's add an outside bin. I always forget that too. I do like this though. I'm not upset by this. Usually my build challenges, I'm a little bit against them. Like, they're not the nicest thing in the world, but this isn't horrendous. I could probably get away with having another chair around there and actually having like a proper dining space. Whiffle it in a little bit. I may have been watching too much Devon Bumpkin. I'm whiffling things now. What other skill building could we add in that isn't massively expensive? Oh, they all are. Okay. Kind of want to give them a little meditation seat, but there isn't really a good space to do that. I feel like this would have been that's not a bad place to do a little meditate, is it? To do a little meditate. So they've still got plenty of money, and I don't think we need anything else. I think it's got everything you would need. I'm sure you'll all let me know in the comments if I haven't given them something they absolutely need. We don't have any kind of back door out of here, but we could do. We've got like a modern fence that's not too expensive. Or I can't do it on the edge of the lot. This looks weird. Right, the house is way too far forward. Let's just bring it back a couple. That's a bit better. Because we could have a front garden, couldn't we? Maybe not a back garden, maybe just a front garden. That in there. Why? I don't need a floor out here. I wish there was a better way of working out which one matches what. Oh, that's nice. Can I make that work? Does that work with that fence? I don't think it does it? Do we not have a gate that works for this? That kind of works. I like that. We've still got some money. I'm going to try and resist the urge to go and get debug plants. Oh, you know what might be a bit odd, but I kind of like it, the idea of it. We could do some planters out here or some proper garden patches. So like they could have like a little herb garden out the front. And then on the other side we could do just like a couple of little planters out the front. Like terrain paint. I cannot speak today. Terrain paint. Something going to the main walkway. Nope. Not that. Am I going to end up doing this one again? Probably. This is my go-to now. Because it's nice and subtle, which is what I like. Or, actually, do we have something that matches this kind of pathway? I think we do in the flooring, don't we? Could just do that. I like how really I was kind of done a little while ago and now I just want to add plants and stuff to things. Because I want to add something either side of it. Is that going to look weird? Am I doing it anyway? I think I am. I think I may have ruined the modern vibe with the outside, but it's fine. It's fine. I just need a small little thing just to make it look like it's being built in, and then I'm just going to terrain around this so it looks like it's kind of not killing the glass underneath it, but it's been there a little while. So it's a modern vibe with a little herb garden out the front. I quite like it though, I'm not going to lie to you. I think 1,800 is enough to start living off of. Oh, you know what I didn't do? The one thing I do know the price of, the toilet paper in the bathroom. Didn't do the toilet paper in the bathroom. 50 quid. Big hanging bookshelf thing was 20 quid and toilet paper is 50. Or the holder is 50 and it shouldn't be. Look at that. It's a basic holder. In fact, actually we haven't done anything in terms of accessories in here. So let's give them a little hand towel and let's give a wall towel. So there we go. That is the house. I will probably be putting this one on the gallery. I'm not too offended by this. Let me know in the comments if there's another price range that any of you guys would like me to build in. I feel like I might do a couple more starter homes, but I could also look at trying to stick to say under 50k because I feel like most of my builds are over that. So let me know in the comments if there's anything like that you want me to try. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching and I will see you in the next one.